Hi, Beatle Eddie. Today I want to talk about the top 10 songs of George Harrison. No, excuse me, let me correct that. The top 10 songs of George Harrison as a Beatle, in the Beatle years. And George, he didn't have too many songs. And he was becoming a really good songwriter toward the end. Because everyone that dominated was Lennon and McCartney. But George, he had a handful of songs. I looked it up, like all the songs that he had from the beginning to the end. I don't think he had more than 20 songs the most. The maximum, like 20, even less than 20, as a Beatle. That was released by him. There's plenty of songs that he wrote that was not, that the Beatles either said no or they never really released it. Like, All Things Must Pass. They worked on it, but they never released it. There's some demos of it. There's them working on it in the Get Back movie, but they never released it as a record, as a recording. Same thing with Not Guilty, which we worked on it from the White Album time, and it's on Anthology. The Beatles version was never released as an official album or even a single, anything. So he didn't have too many songs. He had maybe 20, even 18, maybe 18 songs from beginning to end. But he was becoming a really good songwriter. So I'm gonna go through my 10 best George Harrison songs as a Beatle. It's going to number 10. Now, I crossed out a different one. Maybe I should say is the 11 best. But I crossed out, excuse me, just adjusting something there. Sorry. Well, I crossed out a song that I like very much for a different song. I crossed out I Need You from Help. I think it's a very nice song. Very catchy song, very nice song. But I eliminated it for this other song. Now, this other song was never on any album, but it was a B-side to a single. The single was Let It Be. So this is a B-side, The Inner Light. I'm sorry today. Just gotta fix this up. Okay. It's cooking something. All right. But I'm going to try to edit this out. I don't know if I will or not, but maybe just leave it there. Anyway, so the B-side to Lady Madonna was The Inner Light. Now, the reason I like The Inner Light a lot is because it's very spiritual, but it has a very nice rhythm to it, and there's a lot of sitar in it. And I think that's one of his 10 best. So I have it on number 10. Now, I want to tell you that George usually had in the from Rubber Soul on, he had about 2 songs on an album. And Rubbers and Sergeant Pepper, he only had one song. He didn't like Sergeant Pepper too much. But yeah, he had one song. I don't even like that song so much. It's not one of my 10 best. It's actually one of my worst. That's what I'll just tell you what it is. Within You, Without You. But it's not one of my 10 best. Okay, I'm not going to say anything else about that one. But at the Revolver album, he had actually 3 songs, which is really something. You know, it's because he only used to only have 2. And you know, in the White Album, he has 4 songs, but the White Album's a double album, so it's like 2 songs on each album. So you know what I mean. It's like a lot of songs on that album to begin with. So he had 4 songs, but it's a double album, so it's equivalent to 2 songs on each album. But in Revolver, he had 3 songs. So this is my number 9 song, is If I Needed Someone from Revolver. That's going to be my number 9 song. I like it. I mean, it's a nice tune. Wait a minute. I messed up. Sorry. If I Needed Someone is not from Revolver. It's from Rubber Soul. I'm sorry, I messed up. It's from Rubber Soul. But it's a nice song. But my number 8, that's I Want to Tell You. That's from Revolver. Good song. He started the, I believe, the Japan concert with that song. Okay, number 7. Number 7, from Let It Be, I Me Mine. There's a nice tune. It's, you know, down through the day, I me mine, I me mine, I me mine. It's about himself. I don't know. It's about himself and everything but himself. I don't know. Number 6. Number 6 is also a song from Let It Be, which I like very, very much. Called For You Blue. It's kind of like it's pretty much fast tune on the fast side. It has a nice rhythm, and I like there's one thing in during Let It Be, one of the lyrics, not really a lyric, but George says, "Hello, James, got nothing on this baby." Because James is Paul McCartney's first name. Paul was his middle name. So he's James Paul McCartney. That's his full name. So he said, "Oh, hello, James, got nothing on this baby," because that's his song. So, you can't put down his song. On his Paul songs, he said, "Don't play this, don't play that." But that was a little dig to McCartney. Say, "You got nothing on this baby. This is my song, and leave it alone." Okay, number 5, "Think for Yourself" from Rubber Soul. Great song. Think for yourself, 'cause I won't be there to think of you. Think for yourself, 'cause I won't be there with you. Think for yourself. Got to make your own decisions in the world. Okay, the top 4. Number 4. And many people say this is from the White Album. Many people say that this is the best song in the White Album. I don't know about that, but it's a great song. "While My Guitar Gently Weeps." George played that song, and he got in Eric Clapton to play the lead. Eric Clapton is on the record, but he's not in the credits. But everyone knows this Clapton. Great song. Okay, now my top three. Number three. I told you Revolver he had three songs. This song is the first song on the album. Now that's pretty pretty strange for George Harrison, because George Harrison because usually the songs don't start with a Harrison song. The albums don't start with a Harrison song. The album starts with probably a Lennon McCartney song usually, but this is the only album from all 13 albums that starts with a Harrison song. Great song of Taxman. Great song. I think they say Paul plays the lead guitar in it. Yeah. Now the top two. And most people probably agree with this. Number two, Here Come the Sun from Abbey Road. Now, by the time he got to Abbey Road, he was as good a songwriter as Lennon McCartney. And Lennon McCartney knew that. I think McCartney was starting to worry about him because he didn't want him to get better than him. Anyway, okay, so that was number two. Number one, also from Abbey Road. And everybody probably knows what this is. Something. Lennon said that was the best song on the album. Better than his songs. Better than Come Together. It was a flip side to Come Together. It was a double A side. The single was a double A single. It was a Come Together and Something. Lennon said Something is the best song on the album, which is saying that that it's better than Come Together. McCartney, I believe, also said it's the best song on the album. So there we go. Lennon and McCartney are both saying the best song on what many people feel is the best Beatle album is a George Harrison song. Something. Many people recorded this song. You know what? Who recorded this song? Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra sang this song and recorded it. And he said it's the best love song that was ever written. And it never even says I love you in it. It doesn't. But he also said it was the best Lennon McCartney song. But of course it wasn't. And he recorded that song and he said it's the best love song that was ever made. That's saying a lot for somebody who has like 60 albums and most of his songs are love songs from great songwriters like George Gershwin and Cole Porter and Irving Berlin and all the great people in the past. And here he says it's the best love song ever written. Okay? So here you got it. That's my 10. Let's recap. Number 10, The Inner Light. Number 9, If I Needed Someone. Number 8, I Want to Tell You. Number 7, I Mean Mine. Number 6, For You Blue. Number 5, Think for Yourself. Number 4, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Number 3, Taxman. Number 2, Here Come the Sun. And number 1, Something. Okay, that's it. That's all for today, guys. Hope you enjoy it. I don't know if you probably know, you guys probably don't agree with me, so everyone has their opinion. If you like this video, put a thumbs up and subscribe, please, to me. I would appreciate that. Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye.